Hi everyone, it is Elena J. Engel, and today I am back with the next part in the series I've been doing, and I'm going to put out a quick apology. I have been very sick this year. I've dealt with several different illnesses, and so I haven't been on top of making videos, unfortunately. But in the previous videos, I talked about extremely unusual or unique or uncommon names for the letters of the alphabet A through G, and today I'm going to be talking about H names, and I will have 5 boy names and 5 girl names for you in alphabetical order, and I'll go ahead and get started with the boy names. The first boy name I have is Hale. Hale is an English word name that means robust or vigorous, so very strong, cool name. This is kind of like a modern virtue name for boys, which is cool because I do see people ask frequently, what are some other virtue names I could use besides the typical grace or hope for girls, and then people are also asking for some ideas for virtue names for boys as well. This is also a surname name, and of course surname names are very in the US right now. This is a name that is very easy to spell and pronounce, and it has a similar feel to other popular boy names like Blake and Hale. This is also very strongly associated with the Twilight series. Hale is the last name of a few of the main characters in that, and because this is one syllable, I do think it would work well in the middle name spot as well. The next boy name I have is Hart. Hart is an English word name that means stag, which is really fun. I really like that because my husband loves deer. And this is again a surname name. It is again very easy to spell and pronounce. It is one syllable, so again it would work very well in the middle name spot. And this would definitely be a cool name because of the meaning. You could have a deer-themed bedroom for your little boy if you were to use Hart, and of course it sounds exactly the same as the word H-E-A-R-T, Hart. So very positive association because of that. The next boy name I have is Harvard. This is an English name meaning Army Guard. This is definitely strongly associated with the Ivy League school, Harvard, of course, and so it has a very upper class feel to it, but I love that it could have the adorable nickname Harvey for Harvard. And of course this could honor a Harvey, or it could honor someone in your family that has gone to Harvard. The next H name I have is Heathcliff. This is another English name that means heath-covered cliff, of course. This is definitely strongly associated with the classic novel Wuthering Heights. It is one of my favorite novels, and I love how easy this name is, but it's also very, very unusual. And I like that it could have a couple of different accessible nickname options like Heath or Cliff. This could also work to honor a Heath, a Clifford, a Clifton, etc. And because Wuthering Heights is such a well-loved classic novel, it has had many film adaptations, and so there have been a lot of cool actors that have portrayed Heathcliff as well. And the last boy name I have is Hughes. This is another English name that means son of Hugh, which is of course fun because I have a son named Hugh. This is of course associated with the poet Langston Hughes. This is another name that is a surname name, which of course people are loving right now, and it's of course another name that is one syllable, so it will make a good middle name option as well, and it just has a very distinguished sound that I really love. And now on to the girl names. There are some really juicy ones in here. The first girl H name I have is Halia. This is a Hawaiian name that means remembrance of a loved one. Really beautiful meaning. This name fits in really well with other popular names such as Hale, Aaliyah, or even the name Malia, which is the name of one of the daughters of President Barack Obama. And I even think Haley could be a nickname for Halia. This could also have several other really sweet nickname options such as Hallie, Leah, Lily, etc. The next girl name I have is Hephzibah. Hephzibah is a Hebrew name that means my delight is in her. Super, super sweet meaning. This is an Old Testament biblical name. It is the name of a queen in Old Testament in the Bible. This is also the name of a minor Harry Potter character, so 2 really cool associations there. This is a name that I associate with my best friend Amelia, who is Everything Baby Names on YouTube. This is one of her favorite names, and it definitely has a puritanical feel to it as well. It would have been a name that was used a lot more then than it is now, but I would definitely love to see somebody use this name. The next girl name I have is another literary name, and that is Hermione. This is a Greek name that means earthly messenger, and is of course very, very strongly associated with Hermione Granger, who is one of the lead characters from the Harry Potter series. She's a really good character, and this is a very historical name. It's a Shakespearean name. It's a name that showed up in a George Eliot book that I read last year called Daniel Deronda, and there's actually a really, really gorgeous British actress named Hermione Corfield. So lots of wonderful associations with this name. It is obviously extremely unique as far as the sound, but because of Harry Potter, I think most people are going to know how to spell and pronounce this name. The next name I have is Honey. honey. Honey is of course an English name that refers to the food, or it could even be a term of endearment. There are a few food names on the rise right now, such as kale, clementine, and olive, and I definitely think this is useful because of that. Honey Wilkes is actually one of the names of one of the characters from Gone with the Wind as well. It is the sister of one of the lead characters, and so I definitely associate that as well. And the last name for this video I have is Honoria. Honoria is a Latin name that means honor, so wonderful meaning. I've been reading a lot of classic literature in the last few years, and earlier this year I read Bleak House by Charles Dickens, and Honoria is the name of one of the lead characters in that, and she's a very haunting, beautiful, romantic figure, and so I definitely strongly associate it with that. This actress Sophia Loren played an Honoria in the film Attila from 1954, who was the sister of the Roman emperor in that film, and I think this name would fit in well with other popular names such as Amelia and Olivia. That is it for this video. Please let me know in the comments below what your favorites of these names were and any other unusual or unique H names that you love, and thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon.